What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music.
Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T. It's the Get Right Podcast, man, and never rolling solo. We're gonna have an empty chair today, but as always, man, I got the homie with me, the brain trust, Rod. He's gonna give us those 3 words, man.
What up, dude?
And I'm gonna say the partner in crime, missing DC. Shout out the 80s, Mr. Misconception. But he ain't in the place to be right now, man. But still love for our brother, man. Still love for our brother, man. So speaking of DC missing, he was gonna get some heat because Rod, we tried to tell him, bro, Trump was gonna be running for president. It's official. He beat Nikki Haley in her own state of South Carolina that we are in. He got 29 delegates. Like he look like a duck, sound like a duck.
Right.
He there, bro. We tried to tell you, DC, bro. Trump. I mean, he still got to go to court. He got court dates.
The reality is, though, I don't know if we touched on it before or not, but bro, money will have you in a position to beat things that you never would think someone would be able to beat. And the reality is, he got a lot of that bread. He got the popularity. I mean, he's a former president, so he has that under his belt. Like those charges they were trying to throw and still trying to throw at him, I just don't see him sticking, bro.
Man, I think some might stick, but to what degree?
Yeah.
Like, oh, just pay a fine. Because we just talking about it, right? The money, man. Shit, somebody probably even taking some too.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh yeah, you gotta pay this fine. Even though we know, I mean, the whole world knows, like, I mean, he incited that riot. But some people say no, he didn't. People take his words too serious. Well, shit, man, he be saying that shit and meaning it.
Yeah.
And so how you not taking it serious if you not meaning it? I just don't, man. We tried to hey DC, we tried to tell you, bro. He's running, bro. Now, like we talked about in the last episode, when you got a guy who on the jibber jabber running, and you got somebody who's definitely gonna excite some things. Man, it is what it is, bro. If you got faith, man, keep that.
Yeah, man.
If you got faith, keep that. That's what I'm gonna say. If you got faith, keep that. But this is where we at, man. This is where we at, man. And then you talk about the money side, man. Fox News, one of the guys on Trump's team handles like the press run, while he's running and everything. Which is another thing, dude ain't in no primary or none of that though. He just got people in the press, public relations pushing heavy. So shout out to his team because damn, you got somebody who didn't. It's like somebody ain't drop an album, but everybody promoting how great he is every day.
Yeah, man.
You weren't related to music, and now he has a shoe out. And one of his press guys was on Fox News was saying like, "Yo, this sneaker is gonna be the wave. It's going because black people love sneakers, so the black vote is gonna go up on Trump's side because black people love sneakers." That's what he said. Black people love sneakers, and this is it. You got the gold. If anybody seen it, Google it. Google Trump sneakers, all gold. Got the blue accent at the top around the heel, and then white sole. Got a little red stripe in there, so doing the red, white, and blue with the gold. And they got a little T where you would see a logo for your typical like Adidas or Nike on the side of the shoe, but it's just a T.
Ain't no way they said black people love sneakers, bro.
Yeah, he did. So anybody want to Google that on Fox News when they had one of his guys from his press team running it? He was like, "This is gonna help with the black vote."
How
How?
Sway? How?
That's why I wanted
Uh,
to tell you this while we was live,
like
because this is gonna get you turned up. But this is what they running on, bro. And the crazy part is, a lot of people in our culture, you know what I'm saying, like they're gonna get turned off by that. Um, but it ain't gonna stop. He gonna stand on that.
wow.
He gonna stand
I
on that.
mean,
I know he is. He gonna stand on that. Trump gonna stand on that, bro.
let's be clear. Like, there first and foremost, like
Hmm.
the sneaker community reaches further, much more than the black demographic. You know what I mean? Like the sneaker community, like people who actually love sneakers.
Hmm.
I would imagine that we outnumbered from a black person's perspective because again, we outnumbered in the world. So, like if you go to Sneaker Con or any of these joints that you see people who validate trying to have collections and you know what I mean, like actually being a sneakerhead, I see a lot more of other ethnicities than I do of us. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the exclusives we can't even get, bro. Like to be honest with you. So for him to say that
Hmm.
shows just how out of touch he is
Yeah. And
to who we are. But at the same time, we do love our sneakers too. I ain't gonna even front on that,
he
but
did.
it ain't gonna sway no vote.
So Raymond Arroyo, who's on one of the speakers, handles his press run, all that other stuff, was on Fox News, and that's
Hmm.
what he said. Black people love sneakers, and they're top consumers. Facts.
That's facts.
Like you can't deny that, right?
Yeah.
And so, and that shoe, it was a limited edition. It did sell out. You had people paying as high as what 8 grand, 9 grand for that,
Hmm. I
which
bet I
made no
bet you it
sense to
wasn't no
me.
black people.
Yeah, yep, I'm gonna agree to that because it's
That's
like
straight from the Caucasus Mountain, bro. I'm telling you.
nine, but they sold out. And but yeah, Raymond Arroyo, he was like, man, black people love sneakers. It's the
Yeah,
MAGA, the MAGA shoe, which is the MAGA. He named the shoe the MAGA. That's
so,
crazy.
so so I just think about that though. But if that was the case, then wouldn't Ye have won 2020? You know what I mean? If it was
Man,
all it took was a sneaker, bro. Because I
yes,
mean, Ye at that time had probably the most popular silhouettes on earth at that moment. You know what I mean? Like
mm, he ain't
whatever he
lying.
was dropping was like gold at that time. So I don't know
Yeah,
how valid that whatever you said my man name
yeah.
is. I don't know how
Raymond
valid.
Arroyo. Yeah, maybe he was feeling himself real saucy, and I don't know, man. Maybe he drank too much before getting on air.
Yeah, like I told you
Um,
though, like I
even
told you
even even
before.
even Tommy Lauren. Everybody know Tommy Lauren. She's
Yeah,
been out here a lot, many years, and she is wondering. She's not saying it is or not, but she's wondering how it will connect to the
yeah.
minority voters. So she's like, I don't know, if she optimistic. But she was like, anybody willing to pair because they dropped limited edition 400, and she's like, anybody willing to pay $400 for a pair? Anyone willing to pay $400 for a pair of sneakers?
Hmm.
We'll see where their mindset is. With that. And so she like is more so for people who bought the shoes are more likely already supporters.
Yeah, have to be like, hey,
Let me
you
ask you
you
this,
you
bro.
not getting no new supporters by dropping a gold sneaker, bro. Like, what you trying to tell some cues or something, bro? Like,
So yeah, they kind of look like that. So let me ask you this, bro. What if you see somebody in your neighborhood rocking them boys?
it might be on site, bro.
Really?
I ain't gonna hit him. Ain't gonna no physical assault, but we gonna have some words, like,
You
bro.
know, bro, what you doing, bro? Because
What you
like
doing?
eh, I mean, they 400. So if you see somebody rocking them, like, they
Hmm.
down.
Right, right. But man, and the reality is, like at the end of the day, no one candidate is going to take us to the promised land. I think we've
No,
learned that,
no.
time in and time out.
Mhm.
it really doesn't change with the person ahead. But I'll be honest, and I think I said this on the previous time, the most recent time that we talked about Trump and Biden. Like people are going to remember that their pockets looked a lot better when he was in office
Yeah.
versus what they look right now. They're
Mhm.
going to remember that outside didn't cost $200 every time you stepped out the house. They're going to remember, and they'll overlook a lot of stuff because, like, what is America built off of, bro?
Mm.
Capitalism,
Yep.
money,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If my money is right, you don't care who's running it. And then, I think that's
That's the
the
sad
thought
part.
process of the majority.
Yep.
Like us, you and I and DC, being leaders in our daytime jobs, we look at it maybe from a different lens because we know what leadership is and what you would expect from someone that's supposed to be the leader of the free world. He ain't it for sure. Biden ain't it, to be honest with you. Um, I don't know, man. We just need a complete reform. How about this?
Mm.
How about we get some people that are not 80 years old, bro? I mean, I don't know how
Bro,
hard that is, but I'm
I,
saying
man, I said this before in the previous episodes, and you guys shot me down. And here's why. And y'all both made a prominent statement because I've been kicking the tires at this for a minute, probably by 2 years now, probably since season 3. So like the last 2 seasons, I'm like, oh, why don't we just change it? And y'all both was like, bro, ain't nobody gonna make a law to take themselves from power.
they not.
So
They
we
not.
stuck, bro. So I was like, damn, you right. So every time I think about that idea, I hear your voice and DC voice, like, bro, who's gonna make that law? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
not.
Are you gonna
They
make a
not
rule to
gonna
take
do it.
yourself from the seat that you in, like from your day job? No.
But you know who would
Like,
who would have to do it is somebody that is like Obama would have to enforce it because the thing that I've noticed as an adult
oh yeah, I see what you're
these
saying.
with these presidents, right? Because that's the most prominent position
Mm-hmm.
is they just put things in place, and then the next person reverses it, and then the next person comes and put things in place,
Yeah.
and the next person reverses it.
You ain't lying.
Like it's just like a never-ending battle. So like I don't see anybody changing any laws and it actually sticking for a
Forever.
long time. You know what I mean? Like so we're just
I think
doomed,
the
bro.
only one that stuck was the FDR one. Or they was like
Yeah,
no president can run it back to back to back to back like that.
yeah.
That's the only one that never changed.
We just doomed, bro. That's
Like I said, man, have faith, man.
yeah.
If anything, have faith, man. Speaking of prominent, because you said something like being in a prominent position, man. I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna lighten up the mood. All-Star weekend was last weekend, and
Hmm.
people get voted. That's a prominent thing because you might
Hmm.
have a player that might make the All-Star one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out Mo Williams, alum
Hmm.
from Alabama, made the All-Star with LeBron when he played for the Cavs. So one time. Some people just make it one time, and that is it.
Hmm.
So, as fans who spend all this money to hang around with celebrities or go to all these all-star parties and all this other stuff, and maybe that's just it, but that last all-star, that was disappointing for me as a fan. Like I didn't watch it.
I watched it. I watched it. I'm not gonna say I didn't. Um, I will say leading up to it, I forgot it was about to happen. I didn't even know who was in the dunk contest until the day before, like during the
Hmm.
celebrity game or something that I couldn't even really watch. But it's that tells you where the priority is for All Star Weekend right there. Is you really don't even have the hype that it used to have. Like you used to, it's almost like a holiday when we were
That's
growing
true.
up. All Star Weekend was you had it marked on your calendar,
I did,
and
man. I think the last time I had it marked on my calendar like that was probably '02.
it's been a
It's
while,
been a
man.
minute.
And
We
let's
talking 20 plus years.
and to the credit of some other individuals, I'm not going to say they've all been trash or they're all
Hmm.
collectively it's just been bad because we've had some good ones even recently. It's just the consistency, bro. Like this most recent one, the entire Saturday night was very lackluster. Like the highlight of Saturday night was Steph going up against Sabrina, bro.
Yo, that was
Like
fire too.
that was really the dopest thing. Shit, probably out the entire weekend is seeing that.
They gotta run that back.
Yeah, they
They
have
gotta run
to,
that back.
and
I
I
think
can see that actually building something to kind of merge the WNBA and NBA players
my wife said the
together,
same thing. Said the
and
same thing. She
it
said
was
like,
dope.
why can't it be a group of women versus a group of men? And I was like, you're right. It could be 4-on-4.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can get 4 of the best men shooters, 4 of the best female shooters, and let them go.
I would think it would be, and I don't know if I heard this somewhere or this is something that popped in my mind. So if I heard it, I apologize for plagiarizing. But I would I would like to see like pairs, like you know what I mean, like Steph and I don't know who would be
Sabrina,
another 3-point shooter on the men's side.
I guess
Dame,
Dame
Steph
since
and
he's
Dame, right?
yeah,
Yeah, Steph and Dame versus Sabrina and whoever's the
Caitlin
top.
Clark. That's what I want to
Yeah,
see next year.
she
Because
gonna
Sabrina
be.
mentioned it. She was like, I would love. She was like, would you do a duo? She was like, yeah, I would love to see that. And I was like, oh, it's got to be Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I
Because
mean?
she's coming to the league next this
Oh
spring,
yeah,
so
a
she's
hundred
coming to the
percent.
league. Like Caitlin, her and Sabrina, man, I don't know.
So that would be entertaining, man.
I
And
don't know.
you know, I this probably not gonna sound the way I wanted to sound, but forgive me if it comes out wrong. But outside of dunking, there is nothing that we saw on Saturday that a female couldn't do. You know what I mean? Outside of the dunk contest and shit. Some of those dunks females probably can do, but skills competitions, females can do it. Probably do it better than a lot of the males, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
3-point shootouts, obviously we saw that they can compete. Look, Sabrina was out there cold, bro.
it,
Didn't get a chance to warm up and already hit what the basically the
she
qualifying
tied.
round.
Yep, she
Yeah.
qualified rounds.
You know what I mean?
She
So
would have been in the finals.
and she was doing it from the men 3-point line. Like
Yep.
she wasn't going from the women. Yeah, she had a woman's ball, but she still was shooting that thing
Yeah,
from
bro. She missed
where
one and made
everybody
9 in
else.
a row.
Crazy, right?
And Steph
Crazy.
said he got worried a little bit when she
Yeah.
got to the top of that key. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
okay.
hey, and she was off for how long has she been out of season? You know what I mean? So she been off for a minute. It ain't like she
Like late September,
yeah. So Steph out here still,
he's in
warmed up
season.
from probably game two nights prior to that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So I think that was an epic display. Dunk contest very lackluster, and me and my homie, we talked about this years ago because we've been following. I don't know what it's called now, but it used to be like Team Flight Brothers, and one type dudes
yep, yep,
that
yep, yep,
they
yep.
can just
Yeah,
dunk,
invite them,
bro. Yeah,
invite them.
I don't know if they can actually hoop or not, but hop wise, what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they are doing things that are unknown to man, you know what I mean? So if you can get some of those guys like I'm drawing a blank on his name. He did the scorpion dunk. He invented the scorpion. Jordan Kilgannon. Jordan Kilgannon.
Oh,
Um,
yo, yeah, he from Canada. He
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
He nice.
Chris I'm drawing blanks on names right now, but he from Michigan, from Saginaw. Chris Spencer, I think his name is. But dudes like that have these they dunk professionally. That's all they
That's
do.
it.
You know what I mean?
And
Get
people
some of
show
those
up.
guys incorporated, and I think it'll make it a lot more exciting because people were, I guess, giving Jalen Brown a little flack about the dunks that he did, and
Yeah, they were not good, bro.
I'm not gonna say they weren't good.
That
I
D Brown one was terrible, bro.
Yeah, because of the delayed blindfold,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, bro. Come
But
on, bro. Like that's disrespectful to D Brown.
I'm gonna say I don't care if Kai Connect or Kai Sinet, however you say his name,
Yeah.
is 2 feet tall, bro. I ain't jumping over nobody, so I can't criticize this man for getting out there
Well,
and
no,
jumping.
Chatham was jumping over him, man. But like
And
and
he
then to get like a 49 for that?
yeah, he
Come
shouldn't
on,
have got
man.
the scoring. Now that was trash. But
Like, come on, bro.
what I'm saying is though, I give him credit for getting out there. Like people give
For sure.
LeBron a bunch of shit for never getting in the dunk contest. And my
Mm,
argument was always whether it's LeBron or anybody, like there's a difference between an in-game dunker and being able to creatively do dunks in a dunk contest. Not everybody can do that. LeBron has never struck me as a person that can creatively
Do
go in
something
there
amazing.
and do some Jay Rich type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
It's only Jay Rich and Vince Carter, man, that can do it in a game and then not in a game.
yeah, I
Them the
mean,
only
there's
two.
there's
I mean,
people,
well, Dominique. I mean, we can go further
Steve,
back.
Steve Francis, you know what I mean,
Oh,
Nate
he's
Robinson.
oh
There's
yeah,
a
he
ton of
was
people that can do it, but it's those people that could do it. Like J.R. Smith is one of those dudes. When
oh
you see him
yeah.
dunk, you're like, okay, I know you can get creative and do some things. Even Blake Griffin, I give Blake Griffin credit, and he won the dunk contest,
hmm
but Blake Griffin couldn't beat Aaron Gordon, in my opinion. Like the creativity that Aaron Gordon was able to do, and I was not
Yeah,
on
he
Aaron
nice.
Gordon's skills. I knew who Aaron Gordon was. I knew
Yeah,
he had
I didn't think
hoop
he can do
skills.
that. Yeah,
I didn't
I
know
didn't
he
think.
was gonna go up and go underneath his body while
Yep,
jumping over a
yep,
mascot, bro.
yep,
Like
yep.
at 6'10.
Yeah,
I didn't think he had that in him. You know what I mean? So when you
I
start to
think
look,
the white ruined it for me because I thought it was another big dude. This ain't gonna be all successful, but he changed my mind.
yeah, and he was cool. You know what I mean? He taking a 12-foot rim and the Superman, even though that still wasn't a dunk. And
Nope.
to my grave, I'm gonna tell people like the dude won the dunk contest and didn't dunk the ball.
Hey man, if I could jump up that high and do that, bro, I'm gonna say I dunked it.
But
I'm just
I,
telling you.
I
I'm
do
telling you.
not
I'm gonna
count
say
that
I
as a
dunked
dunk.
it.
I do
I
not
dunked
count that. Hey, in my definition of a dunk, you gotta touch the rim or be above the rim. You can't be 3 feet from the rim and just throw the ball in and they say it's a dunk, man.
Hey
That's not
man,
how that
if you at
works.
that blacktop down the street from your career, bro, and you go up and somebody go up with you, and that's the result, you gonna say you yammed on them, bro. Everybody gonna be tapping the top of their head, bro.
Man.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, I mean, not everybody can be creative. So like all these individuals that's claiming all stars should be in the dunk contest and calling all these people out. Not
hmm
not everybody can creatively. Just because you can jump high, don't mean your body can contort and do creative things with dunking. LeBron has always been a high jumper. I don't think he can do Vince Carter type stuff. You know what I mean? Ja may be able to. I don't know. He may be able to creatively do something, but again, you know who those
hmm
people are that you be like, okay, I can tell by what you do in a game. Like the first time I seen Vince Carter dunk, and for those who know
That was
me,
in North Carolina.
yeah,
Me.
for those who know me, I'm a huge Michigan fan, right? And my number two team, at least in basketball, number two, always been UNC. Always been. Like since I was knee high to a grasshopper, as the old folks would say, always been North Carolina.
Something about them colors, bro.
That's it. And I think did we talk about this, or is this
No,
just like a
this
coincidence?
is
Yeah.
coincidence to me. I'm like,
So
them
it was
colors
the
is
colors.
hard.
Yeah, those jerseys made me like them when I was a young kid. So I always had Tar Heel outfits when I was younger. So I watch Tar Heel games. Till this day, I still watch them, right? Whenever they play Duke, I'm tuned in. But Vince came in and did a 360 the wrong way. I don't know how to
Yeah, I'm
explain that.
laughing, dog,
It
because
was the wrong way.
I know exactly what you're talking about,
I was like,
bro.
why'd you turn that way? That didn't look right. You know what I mean? So because of that, I knew about Vince. You know what I mean? I knew Vince was different.
But bro, you think when Vince that he told a story when he jumped over my man in the Olympics,
Hmm.
and he was like, yeah, he didn't know he jumped over him. He
Yeah.
just thought like Gary Payton and KG was just excited about the dunk because he said he thought he moved out the way. So that means you jumped as high over a 7-foot guy, and you believed he moved out the way. Like that's just crazy to me, bro. That you up in the air that high and you just thought he moved out the air. No, you cleared him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you literally cleared him. To me, like, yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life, man. Like I never like that was in a game, bro. That wasn't an all-star.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
I
in
mean,
a
it's
game.
probably the most memorable dunk of all
Yeah, man.
time. Like,
That
honestly.
dude, Frederick Rice. Shout out to him too. Because there's a story on Outside the Lines he did a few years ago, bro. He was shamed back in France, man. People made fun of him. Like he got ridiculed. His kids. It led to his wife leaving him, bro. Yeah, it devastated him that bad, man. He went to a battle of depression, man. He thought about self harming himself. He overcame that. Good for him. And now he has a few wine businesses out there in France, man. But yeah, bro, man, that the world saw that, and then his country shunned him.
Mm,
He couldn't go out in the street, bro. Like, couldn't go grocery shopping, couldn't go nowhere without people like bringing
see,
that up for
that's
years. He
wild.
said for years, happened over and over and over again. His wife and kids had to keep hearing about
See, but that's a generational dunker, right? That's
it.
somebody you're not gonna just find those guys every day. Like Mac McClung, he's a generational dunker. You're not gonna
Yeah, he
find him
different.
every day. So that, and I know we talked a lot about the dunk contest in this segment, but that was usually the highlight of
That
what
was
the
a
NBA
highlight,
used to
man.
be.
I
Now
don't
it's
know
the
what the
three
All
point
Star.
contest. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Now it's the 3-point contest, which
and I'm here for it.
you want it, but you want the dunk contest to still be
Hmm.
that. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Because like I said, that's what separates you from the women. Like women can do everything else outside of what we just talked about. So that's going to be your separator. So you still want that to be the highlight of the male All Star weekend. And then you go to the game, right? And it's
Mm-mm.
sad to say,
Yeah, I stopped watching it after the third quarter. I was like, this
yeah,
is getting out of hand.
you
And then I
know,
saw they scored 200. I was like, oh man.
well, the most recent format, which I'm okay going back to the East and West, but I think when the format changed after Kobe died,
Hmm.
it made it a little bit more entertaining because you're fighting for each quarter. So although you're still getting the highlights and you're letting people go to the rim, last 10 or 5 7 minutes, defense turns up a bit because you want to win that quarter because the charities are
Yeah,
building up quarter by quarter. So it gave you a little bit of defense. This one,
nothing, bro.
just nothing, and it wasn't even like an effort. So it just wasn't that
Mhm.
entertaining.
Yeah,
I
and that's
think
gonna happen in the All Star game though. I'm
it
not mad
is.
at that, but like you
It
got
is.
guys like Ant Edwards, man. That dude was like doing a 360 fadeaway with the left hand. I'm like, bro,
Well,
what you
well,
doing?
he said it's the All Star game. We're not supposed to do like actually play.
And
I'm
so
just
that's the
gonna shoot.
mindset right there. That tells you
Uh,
everything you need to know.
And this is the guy that
Could
you
be the
wanted
face of
to
the
be your
league.
face, right? Not like that. He's not saying things like that because I think Draymond said it best. Like when you're the face of the league, that means you're carrying the product forward. You know what I mean? You're speaking up for the product and you're helping
Hmm.
the business kind of merge with the player side. So I think that tells you where we are right now.
We talked about this way back, season one. Ja
Hmm.
Morant, if you listening, bro, it's time to get healthy and step up, bro.
I still think it could be Ant. I think Ant.
If he ain't gonna
He,
take it serious like that, bro, because if not,
yeah.
I'm telling you, it is gonna be Luca. Because he's world renowned, and it's
That,
about this global game, like you just said. It's about pushing the brand forward, bro. And if you don't have a guy that's from U.S. soil that wants to push the game forward and kind of not taking it serious, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Luca and it's gonna be Victor. Or it's gonna be Wemby. So it's up to Ant. Like you saying, like I think so, man. He's hella talented, bro. He's marketable. You know what I'm saying? He's done TV, he's done movies, he's got endorsements. But I don't know. If you're not gonna take it serious, bro, like And then on the other side of that shoe though, you got a guy like Luca and like Joker, right? Who people revere,
hmm
and they said it. I'm not taking the All-Star game serious.
Yeah, man. They
So like, what do you do?
I don't know. I don't know what the answer
What do
is,
you
man.
do, man? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But hey, man, if anybody know Ja Morant, this is it. It's his for the taking, and y'all called it because I was like, oh yeah, Luca gonna be the face. I mean, y'all called it. Like he has a chance to especially he got to have that redeem story, bro, and bounce back and just be great. It's him, man.
Yeah.
It's him, and I'm rooting for him, bro.
Yeah, man. I hope so. Hope you're right, man. Like I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Ja. Still a fan of Ant. Hopefully a fan of Book too. Fan of Booker. So hopefully somebody takes that that leap forward to help push the product forward, right? Like at the end of the day, sometimes it's just not about hooping. It's a business. It's a profession, and you want your profession to grow, and you want your profession to be the best in the world, right?
All day. Even Tatum too. I don't want to
Oh yeah,
dismiss
yeah.
him either.
My bad, Tatum.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't want to dismiss him either, but Jason Tatum as well. So we'll see. Man, we'll see, man. And speaking of we'll see, DC, again, man, just shout out to you, bro. As you missing. Beyonce, he called it. He was like, and he asked the question. He was like, "Oh, Beyonce hit the Billboard #1 with a country one. Would she be considered a GOAT?" We all agreed. Right now, she's #2, right behind Jack Harlow. Just one weekend, she already in the top 10. So she in the top 5. She's #2. So we'll see what happens in a week, because Jack Harlow been sitting up there for 14 weeks on the Billboard. But we'll see what Texas Hold'em does. But I think we can easily say she's probably going to get to that #1 spot before March is over with. Probably before March begins.
Yeah, man. I'm not a
So she
fan
did
of
it.
that song at all, but yeah,
She did it.
she's a different beast.
She did it, bro. So I mean, we'll see. You know, Jack Harlow been up there 14 weeks, so 3 months. Ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool song. I ain't think that thing was up there that long. You know what I mean? I think that was and fun fact though, you know that sample, that guy from Detroit, Rob. Did you know that?
Who was it? Who was that?
Um Let me look it up, because it was like it was actually on that one thing, that one they shared it in that group. You was like, yo, that Detroit to Charlotte, and someone was like, oh, you know, he sampled so and so. And I was like, oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up. I guess that's why he was performing at the Super Bowl, huh?
Which makes or yeah, at the
I mean,
Lions
not the
thing, but it
Super
was
Bowl,
dope
the
because like
Thanksgiving Day.
the artist re-released it too, and ended up getting like almost 200,000 streams.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I was like, oh, that's what's up, and like he ended up, you know.
Yeah, man. Detroit, stand up. I don't know who you are, bro, but
Oh,
my guy.
Cadillac Dale.
Cadillac. I ain't never heard that
Yup,
name a day in my life,
Cadillac
bro.
Dale, man. But you can look it up. You can look it up. It's on
Okay.
Apple. Like he released it. He re-released it. It's on Apple. And I was like, damn, it is. Because you know, I was like, I'm gonna go in there and see that.
Shout out to Cadillac Dale, bro.
Yep. All day. Cadillac
That's what's up.
Dale. It's called, the name of the song is called Whatever.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
And he re-released that thing, man. And he posted on Apple November 27th of 2023. So like right there during
Yeah.
that Thanksgiving weekend, man. So no, shout out Jack Harlow, man. Because
Shout out Jack Harlow.
Jack even gave him, you know, obviously he got the credit and all that. It was no stolen sample or none of that stuff. He made sure he got his credit and everything. But the hook, it is catchy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was gonna be up on the chart for 3 months, #1. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out Jack Harlow with that. And then shout out for my man. Like, oh man, people love that hook. Definitely catchy. And now you can get the whole song.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, so he been sitting #1, getting some Detroit love.
All
Mentioned
day.
Skilla, baby. I
Yeah,
like
cause
it.
about to say he shout out Skilla.
Yeah.
And then he got the sample. So maybe that was intentional.
Okay. I ain't mad at him.
Hey. You know, but obviously Texas
All
Hold'em
right.
might be up there for like
About to
20
say,
weeks.
All right,
It's gonna be #1 for
Beyonce.
20 weeks.
Where your Detroit love at?
Oh, we'll see.
You on the clock.
Hey DC, you better go hashtag that Beehive. Says you need to get a Detroit artist on this country song or a sample. Or a sample. But that's what it is. But I think she'll probably get #1. We'll see. So Jack Harlow going 14 weeks. Soon to be 15, maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
And then yeah, Beyonce probably might be up there for about 4 months. Sure.
I'm not a fan of that track at all. Like,
it's country, bro. Why not? You don't like
interest.
it? It's okay.
Yeah.
But if you like country though, I can tell why. I can see where it's gonna it's gonna stick.
Yeah, I don't do country, so
I mean, I don't either, but at the end of the day, like, it's gonna stick. That song's gonna stick, and then you gotta look at the bigger picture. It ain't just gonna be on the radio. I guarantee you're gonna see it on commercials. You're gonna see it on movies. You're gonna see it on
mhm.
TV shows. So yeah, it's gonna stick for a while because
I'm
that's how
very
it works.
curious to see how this album does. Like obviously, country is a major genre,
It's
right?
gonna go
There's
platinum.
a lot of people that love it, but
Yeah.
I wonder if like true country enthusiasts, like people who listen to country music, will they actually listen to Beyonce? I could tell you, as someone who don't listen to country, I'm not that big of a Beyonce fan like that anyway. But man, I think she's cool. I enjoy her music, but I'm not in the hive. I openly admit that. I don't think it's gonna do that well. Like me personally, it might. I hope she
what's
does.
your definition of not doing well in her status?
To her standards, you know what I mean. Like
Like, no, it ain't gonna go
I
double.
don't think it's. I don't think she can do a tour. Well, let me take that back.
Interesting.
I don't think she can do a tour strictly off of this album. Like she just did the Renaissance tour,
Right.
basically just doing the songs from the
Yep.
House album.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong, right? Because again, the Hive is strong, so they might support it regardless. But I don't think she could get the numbers where she's charging $500 a seat for all country. But
So let
we'll
me ask you
see.
this: Did Beyonce have any opening acts? That
Nah,
you know, because I know our wives went to the
nah, she
show,
didn't.
so it was just
It's just
straight
her.
cash.
Yeah, it's
I
just
would
her.
say she can do it if she has some opening acts, like from the country realm. She can sell off stadiums still, bro. But she might have to bring some folks with her. You know what I'm saying? Like my man, what's my man name? With all the tattoos.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. Like that'll be fire though.
Hmm.
Like that'll be fire. So like
I don't know if he want to open though. Like Jelly Roll can do his own
yeah, he
tour.
can
Why
do
would
his
I
own
open
thing too,
for
but why not though? The
Beyonce?
money gonna be nice.
Yeah,
Like the
and
money gonna be
it'd
nice.
be the I mean, probably a terrible comparison, but it'd be the Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake type tour.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Two
fire though.
headliners.
Yep, that was fire. Cause here's what I would do. I need to get on Beyonce team because I'm pretty sure they already thinking about this though. Anybody at Rock Nation, all of that. Listen, if whatever state I'm touring, whoever that top dog in country is, yo, come perform with me. So now I'm hitting Texas, I'm hitting Tennessee, I'm hitting Alabama, I'm hitting Georgia, I'm hitting Florida. You know, I'm here in North Carolina. Cause like whoever the top dog is in country, come perform.
Yeah,
Because you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna support your people. That's why they number one in their state, right? And then
yeah,
it's Beyonce.
yeah. I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm just
We'll
saying,
see.
man.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm
Like I'm
just
not
saying.
gonna sleep on Beyonce and her abilities. I know
Because if I
she's
go to Tennessee, boy, Dolly Parton pulling up, bro.
yeah.
I'm on the phone with her. Well, she said she don't talk phone. She do facts. But I'm sending her. That's what she said. I'm sending her facts. Then I'm like, yo, what's popping? Cause
Yeah.
what? Yeah, bro. That's a win-win, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can get DJ too from Memphis. But no, but for real though, yeah. If I'm on her team and that plan, like you said, because that is a good question though. Like, could she just tour by herself?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a question mark for me because I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
I know I can if I'm pulling in the top dogs from each state that I'm hitting. I know I can.
Yeah.
I'll sell out
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, man. It should be I don't know. Like I said, I think I said this last pod or maybe a pod or two ago. At the end of the day, if she pulls this off,
Mm-hmm.
she officially got it, bro. Like she got the number one spot.
Yep.
Michael, it don't matter who you put there. She's number one.
Yeah,
And
2 weeks
everybody
ago.
else is behind her.
Yeah, she got it, man. She got it.
Yeah. So
All right, Riri.
we'll see.
Need to drop a country album.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Go for it. Or she can do a dance. I mean, she kind of already has a dance album out.
Yeah,
She could do a
hers
dance.
already got, you know what I mean? It's like to Rihanna's credit, she already had the house sound prior to it becoming
Exactly.
popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When
with
you talk
Rude
about
Boy and all that.
yeah, I mean that's
Hmm.
Caribbean, but you even think about the love in a hopeless place, you know what I mean? That was definitely EDM.
Oh yeah. that was it, bro. That was glow
Yeah.
sticks and fog, all of
Hmm.
that,
All of it.
all of that.
So to her credit, she's and that was part of my liking of Rihanna is she seemed to have more versatile music, and it wasn't just pop. You know what I mean? It was pop. It was she had some R&B hits. She had some uh dance type hits. She had the Caribbean sound, so she had a variety of things she could tap into. And can she sing better than Beyonce? Nah, probably not.
Mm.
But in reality, and I mean this might be a stretch, but I will say Solange probably sung better than Beyonce. I don't know if she sings better than her, but I enjoyed her album. The one album that she put out with when Master P was kind of narrating it. I thought that was better than any album Beyonce has put out, in my opinion. Just the way
Really,
my ear listen. Yeah.
man. I think, yeah. I
But I'm
I
not
gotta
gonna
go
say
back and listen
I'm
to it.
not
I ain't
gonna
heard
say
it
she
in a
sings
minute.
better. I
I
can't
haven't,
say it.
yeah,
It's
I haven't
just a
heard.
different sound.
I haven't heard Solange album in a minute. I mean, one song that sticks to me all the time is "Cranes in the Sky."
Yeah,
It's
that was
probably
on
her
that
best
album.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably
crank.
her best
She
joint
had the
though. That's fire.
Fubu. That whole album. No, that whole album was
Yeah, I mean, I just got to re-listen to the album, but that "Cranes in the
yeah,
Sky," that was to me, I was like, yo, she killing it.
yeah, yeah, man. So, I respect to them all. I think, we gonna show them all love. And if, like I said, if Beyonce pulls it off,
Mm,
men, women,
all day,
they, them, don't
all of it.
matter.
And you know, Rihanna does
She
have an
got it.
album of the year. She got a Grammy.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Uh-oh. DC got something to talk
Yep.
about.
It was the Loud. It was the Loud album,
Mm-hmm.
2011. One.
Mm.
Yep. Soul R&B album of the year.
Yeah,
I
we gonna see.
mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dog.
Yeah. So it was R&B album of the year or just
Yeah.
album or
So
album of the year? Those are two different.
yeah, R&B album of the year. So she
Okay.
didn't get
So
album of the
yeah,
year.
Beyonce got a few of those,
Yeah,
don't
she
she?
got a few of those. She
Yeah.
do. But full album of the year, no. Yeah. So I stand corrected, DC. Don't come for us, bro. So
Crazy, man.
that's what's up, man. Speaking of dope females, man, I'm gonna say this now, like I did 2 years ago with Caitlin Clark when she was a sophomore before she became a junior, bro. The
Juju.
next, huh?
Juju.
Yup.
Yeah.
She next. She's the female version of me, and no slight. This is no slight. I'm just saying the skill set. She reminds me of Kevin Durant. She reminds me of Kevin Durant because she's taller than your average female. She's 6'2", close to 6'3". So she's supposed to be a center, but she's a guard. They have her listed as a guard.
Hmm. Yeah, I
She's
didn't know
listed as
she
a
was that
guard,
tall.
and so
But
she
Caitlin Clark is what, like six something,
she's
right?
6 feet.
Six. Yeah.
So she's taller than Caitlin Clark, and she's pretty much the same, close to the same height as Angel Reese. And we know Angel Reese, she's a big, and there ain't nothing wrong with that because she get busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she comes out the wing, she's coming off screen, she's iso ball, like dribble, crossover, pull up. Like all the stuff that you see KD do,
Mm-hmm.
she mirrors that game. Yeah,
Hmm.
Juju Watkins, USC,
I gotta actually
and
watch it.
she
I
she
haven't
played with
seen.
Bronny. She played with Bronny, Sierra Canyon. They're both
Yeah,
freshmen there at USC.
I haven't seen her play at all. I've seen
Bruh,
highlights. I've seen highlights.
I saw a game the other night, and I was like, "Yo, she the truth." She actually scored over 30 points. And she broke Cheryl Miller, which DC was like, that would be the GOAT female that people should look up to. She Cheryl Miller. She beat Cheryl Miller's most 30-point games as a freshman. So she has that record now.
Wow.
Yep, she got 10 30-point games.
Yeah, man.
And she got a 50 piece. So I started doing some research after I saw the game. I'm like, man, who is this? And they was like, oh no, this is the freshman of the year, yada yada yada, taking, you know, women's basketball to the next level. Like is they kept saying like it was a game I saw a few nights ago. And they was like, oh, it's gonna be in good hands when Caitlyn go pro. And I was like, oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's
And she looked like us.
mm-hmm.
But she different, bro. If you look at the highlights again on YouTube, you'll see like it's Katie. The way she moved, all of that.
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna have
can't
to
stop
check
her,
her out.
bro. You can't stop her. Cause like, I think a while back I was like, oh man, Dirk gotta be the most skilled 7-footer I've ever seen. He was like, nah, bro, it's KD. If you want to go
Yeah,
just off height. Bro, it's like that. Because she should be a power forward or a center, but she's not. She giving work, bro. Like
mm-hmm.
when I saw the game a few nights ago, then I looked it up and then because USC is in the top 10 right now in women's basketball, but they weren't in the top 10 and they beat Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Stanford, because we already know it's gonna be Stanford, South Carolina, LSU, you know what I'm saying, Connecticut, when they get their stuff together. But yeah, they beat Stanford, bro. Like, and she dropped a 50 piece.
Okay. Yeah, I saw she
When she
dropped
did
50. Yeah.
it. she did it. When she upset them, they were ranked 15th at the time. And Stanford was 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at Stanford.
Yeah. Yeah.
She dropped a 50 piece. So shout out her. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in.
man.
I'm gonna tune in. Shit, they make the tournament. I'll probably be more
Yeah,
into
they
it.
gonna make the tournament because I don't see them falling out of top 25, bro. They will all have to play terrible. I would love to see, and I saw like one of the commentators was talking about it. If they draw Iowa, like in an Elite Eight
Mm-hmm.
or Final Four, man, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I would love to see Juju and Caitlin go at it. So, but that's it, bro. They in good hands, man, and man, it's dope. It's dope to see. Kind of
For
goes back
sure.
to what we talked about earlier, man. And shout out my wife because she even said that definitely need the All Star game. The women need to go against the men because they can do the
Mm-hmm.
skills. I believe what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Just get the team up, let them warm up for a little bit, and let it go. Because I think the girls, those if they did a skills competition, I would say any of the 3 young ladies from Vegas, they different.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of skillful females out there. Like I've said it over and over. In today's game, I think women are more skilled than the men. I think men are more athletic. So there's a
Mm,
difference, right? I can out athlete you in most cases for some of these young NBA players who's still trying to develop skill as a professional, right?
mm-hmm.
Like I'm not saying they trash and they don't have basketball skill, but I'm talking in a profession when you talk about the fundamentals and
Yeah,
basic fundamentals, a lot of these players can utilize their athletic ability to compensate for maybe some
all day. That's
flawed
I mean,
skill.
it's been like that. Even
You
the
know,
NBA veterans said it like that. The basics are getting away, but it's
yeah,
there in the women's game, man, and they're becoming extremely marketable.
yeah, it's fun to watch.
Extremely
You know what I mean?
marketable. You
Like
know what I'm saying? Like,
back in the day, not too far back in the day, but let's take Timmy Duncan for example, right? Like we used to
mm-hmm.
say we don't want to see a team full of Tim Duncans. Like Tim was special for sure, but you ain't want to see a team of Tim Duncans, bro,
Right.
doing basic moves, basic fundamental type basketball. Where that's where a lot of women's basketball was for a long time, which made it a little less entertaining, right? But
Right.
now the game is sped up a little bit more. Like the range has gone out a little bit more.
They
The
pull it from half.
athleticism, yeah, the athleticism even look a little different. You know, for some of these guards, now the bigs are still
They
a
figure they're
little,
they're getting
yeah,
better, but they're
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But from an athletic athlete standpoint, like a lot of these females are the movements are different. You know what I
No, it's
mean? They don't
faster,
look as
bro.
stiff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like where the game is going, and I think it's only going to elevate the women's game to a whole new level. And I don't know if this was Clubhouse or one of these pods. Men had a head start, right? Like, look how established the NBA is now, but it took like 50 years to get there. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So
yep.
Women I think are starting to get the buzz a little bit. They still got a long way to go, but it's definitely even 3 years ago better than what it was. Shit, when we were talking about this stuff during the pandemic, I think it's the marketability is becoming a little bit more prevalent. It's still not going to do NBA numbers, but again, it's NBA is worldwide, so
Yep.
it's going to be hard to compete with that
But hey,
unless you get some like when you start getting people that can come through the lane and J.R. Smith somebody with two hands
we'll
on the
see.
women's side. I think
We'll
that'd
see.
probably take it over the top.
We'll see, man. But it's there, and they, like I said, they marketable. You got Sabrina Ionescu.
Hmm.
Her shoes are fire. Like if you ever see her shoes on Nike, they dope. You got
Hmm.
Brandon Stewart with Puma, and you see the NBA players wearing their shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's where it's transitioning. Where the guys are like, "Yo, these shoes comfortable than them up." Like I'm rocking these too,
For
and
sure.
they look good. Even the looks, the aesthetics is good.
Yeah, I'm with it, bro. More power
All
to the women.
all day, man. So, man, before we go, you already know this is the last week, man, Black History Month. So I've been trying to drop these jewels, these little fun facts, man. These lesser known facts, but they still go a long way, man. And so we gonna be leaning into Women's Month, man. So I'm gonna end it with a good fun fact. With a woman, Hattie McDaniel, first black person to win an Oscar for her supporting role in Gone with the Wind in 1940.
Shout out Hattie.
Yep. And
I
then
don't think I ever
24
seen
years,
Gone with the
yeah.
Wind, but
Yeah,
go
black and
for it.
white, I seen it. But Sidney Poitier was the first black man to win it 24 years later. So she walked through the door first.
Mm.
And
You say you seen Gone with the Wind, bro?
yeah, you can see it on TV all the time. It's in black and white like a mug.
I mean, it's in black and white. I'm not watching it, bro. That's why I'm like, you sat there and watch Gone with the Wind.
I ain't sit there and just like, I mean, I seen bits and pieces of it. Like it's on TV all the time. It's like
I'm
Forrest
never.
Gump.
I don't.
It's on TV all the
I mean, I
time.
will. I will watch Forrest Gump if it's on TV, but there's no way I'm watching Gone with the Wind.
Hey, maybe
Not a
next
chance,
time you,
bro.
you, you skimming through, bro. You see Gone with the Wind on, man. Look out for Hattie McDaniel, bro.
Shout out Hattie. I'm gonna
You know
trust
what I'm
that you
saying?
had a amazing performance. I love it, but I
Obviously.
won't. I won't ever see it. So
Well, hey, thank her though, because she got us through the door, and then
for
Sydney got
sure.
it, and then she kicked the door in, and then Sydney walked through, and he brought in so many more.
Yes, sir.
So
I was
shout
Sidney
out to her.
Poitier for my third grade. Like I remember in third grade, we had to be a black somebody.
Hmm.
And I remember my
I know you're
mom
talking
sent
about.
me as Sidney Poitier, bro, and I was like, yeah. I didn't even know who the hell Sidney Poitier was at that time, but she
Wow.
sent me there, and
I
I'm like, all right, cool.
I
He's
had to
he's
do a
he's a
book
dude.
report before, and my dad and my mom's like, "Yo, we're not doing Martin Luther King." You know what I'm saying? We doing some
Hmm.
some people more behind the scenes, and you know that brought life. And so I did a report on Langston Hughes,
Yeah, man,
fire.
my guy.
And I was like, man, this dude was like amazing, bro. I didn't know he was like nice like this. You know what I'm saying? So you end up appreciating those things, man, because everybody, Martin, Malcolm, all of that. And I was like, nah, there's way more.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all those who came before us because I tell you, every Black History Month, which is still a shame that we have to say that, but every Black History Month, we learn a little bit more about our people and still got a long way to go. You know what I mean? Long way to go. They trying to erase us from history and try to, you know,
Yeah,
say our events didn't happen or try to minimize our events, at least I'll say. So, we got to keep that alive and keep
yeah,
that
we gotta
going.
keep that alive, man. Every time we have a conversation, man, and people who listening to us too, it's up to you too. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I need your help too, and I'm down to help you. So
For
yeah, we gotta
sure.
keep those conversations going, man. So Rob, man, before we wrap, bro, like what's the words to encourage the people, bro?
Yes, sir. You can't lose what you never had. You can't keep what's not yours. And you can't hold on to something that doesn't want to stay.
Bars. Who said that?
I
It was
don't know.
you?
I heard it somewhere. So sorry if I took your quote, but I don't know. I'm not taking credit for it, but I heard
Come
it
on,
somewhere.
man. So
Amen.
no need to send a cease and desist, man. We we
Exactly.
cool people over here, man.
Exactly. But you figure that out, you figure out the streets, bro.
All day, man. And man, as always, man, DC man, much love to you, bro. You know we gonna be back rolling next week, man. Don't come for us, bro, about that Rihanna and Beyonce thing, man. She didn't get album of the year, bro. Just chill, bro. But we gonna argue with you, man, as always, man. And as Rod always kick it with the first three words, man, I like to end it with the last three. Cue the music.